A government once tried to reduce the number of cobras and accidentally created more of them. How is that possible? This strange story is known as the Cobra Effect, and it's one of the most famous examples of how incentives can produce unexpected results. The story takes place in British-ruled India, in the city of Delhi. At the time, the city had a serious problem with dangerous cobras. To solve this, the colonial government introduced a simple policy. They offered a reward for every dead cobra that people brought in. At first, the policy seemed to work. People started hunting cobras and bringing them to the authorities to collect the reward. But then something unexpected happened. Some people realized that instead of hunting cobras, they could breed them. If they raised cobras themselves, they could kill them and collect the reward. Soon, cobra breeding farms began to appear. The incentive had changed people's behavior. Instead of reducing the number of cobras, the reward was encouraging people to create more of them. Eventually, the authorities discovered what was happening. They canceled the reward program. But that created a second problem. Once the payments stopped, the cobra breeders no longer had any reason to keep the snakes. So they released them into the wild. In the end, the policy that was supposed to reduce the cobra population had actually made the problem worse. Economists call this the Cobra Effect. It happens when a solution to a problem changes incentives in a way that makes the problem even bigger. And this idea doesn't only appear in history. A modern example happened at Wells Fargo. Employees were rewarded for opening as many bank accounts as possible, but the incentive created an unexpected result. Some employees began opening accounts without customers' permission just to reach their targets. In other words, people optimized the metric, the number of accounts, instead of the real goal. Both examples illustrate the same lesson. When people respond to incentives, systems don't always behave the way we expect. Sometimes a policy designed to solve a problem can actually make the problem worse, because when incentives change, people's behavior changes too, which means that good intentions alone are often not enough. The incentives behind a system matter just as much. If you found this interesting, consider liking the video and subscribing for more short explanations of economic ideas and financial systems. And in the next video, we'll look at another surprising economic concept, the Jevons paradox, which explains why making something more efficient can sometimes increase how much we use it.